Well, here we are, another Saturday. Leaving Mama's house. I thought I'd jump on here and see how everybody was doing on this fine day. Talk about the difference between book smart. Hopefully this thing will hold my phone up. If it doesn't, I give up. I've done everything. The difference between book smart and common sense. That's what we're going to talk about today. The difference between common sense. Well, somebody who is book smart, it's a person like my sister. See, my sister, she can read something and remember it. My sister can go online and study and get a degree, do good for herself. I am not what you call a book smart person. I'm more of a common sense kind of guy. I'm one of the guys that you hand a book to him and he says, "What do you want me to do with this? Expect me to read this and understand it?" But when it comes to working on a truck or something like that, a car, yeah, I can figure it out for the most part. Unless it's something major, that you gotta have a car guy for. But changing spark plugs and changing the tire or, breather or stuff like that, hey, I'm good at it. And why do I bring this subject up, you ask? Well, I guess I've done what I've had to do my whole entire life to survive, and all that has been hard labor work, every bit of it. Hadn't been a good job as far as sitting in an office goes or anything like that. No. It's always been hard labor work, every bit of it. Even what I do now, it's hard. It's hard labor work. It takes some intelligence, I guess, but for the most part, you're just a labor guy. And when you want to move up or move ahead, if you've done a good job on the role that you are in now, no matter what it is, if it's a mechanic or if it's whatever you're doing, if you do a good job, they don't want to move you. They would rather leave you there doing what you're doing. That way the position that you are in continues to do good, right? First, it's taking you out of that spot and move you to another role where maybe you'll be able to learn something else and, I guess, progress, let's just say. But they'll leave you there because they don't want you out. Well, that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. So, not bragging or anything like that, but I do a good job in the role I'm in now at work, and it's kind of like I'm trying to get out of that spot into another slot. And it's like, well, they don't just come out and say it. They like to beat around the bush, but you really know what they're meaning. You're here, you're doing a good job. If I move you, I got to hire someone else, and I know that person isn't going to do as good of a job as what you're doing. So I kind of want to leave you there instead of moving you somewhere else. So, like, I've been doing this third shift second/third shift stuff most of my life. I'm 58. I'm ready to stop doing that stuff. I want to at least move up to a second shift, you know what I'm saying? To get a little bit easier job and then be able to get home in the afternoon and maybe cook out or something. Not get home at 2 in the morning say 7. Especially in the summertime when the sun's still out, you'll be able to do a little something. But if you're doing a good job on your job, that's what's going to happen to you. The last job I worked, I spent 30 years. 30 years on that job. Same thing. Well, I say the last job, let me take that back. The job before the last. The job before the one I'm doing now, I was doing a great job, and they just came in and somebody bought the business and lied to us and told us that we're all going to have jobs, and they just changed the locks on the door. They just changed the locks on the door. That's how you found out that you were fired. So, but the job I spent 30 years on, it's the same thing. I stayed on third shift most of the time for that reason, because I was dependable, I did hard work, and they didn't want to do anything with it, didn't want to move it. And a lot of you are probably experiencing the same thing. But yesterday, talked to the boss. I told him I wanted to get off of this late night stuff. I'm too old to keep doing this. I'd at least like to move up to a mid shift. Got some good ideas I'd like to try that might speed up the process of different things. Whatever. So we'll see. He didn't say no. So y'all cross y'all's fingers. Say a prayer for me. He didn't say no. He said he'd have to talk to his boss, and we'll see where it goes from there. But I guarantee you right now that they'll leave me where I'm at. They'll leave me where I'm at. I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, that's what I'm meaning by people who are common sense versus book smart. Now, if I was book smart, okay, if I was book smart, if I could open the book and read it and remember everything that I read, 6 hours later, I wouldn't be having this problem. See, I'd have a good job. I'd have a job doing something, I guess, in a tech world or something. But unfortunately, that's not me. I know, because I sat at the table growing up and got my butt whooped to get my lessons. Trying to learn something. See, back then they didn't have this AD, HD, ADD, whatever else they have today. They didn't say, oh, well, he has ADD. That's why he can't grasp this stuff. That's what was up. No, he just got in trouble. But it is a fine Saturday. The sun is out. It's gorgeous and it's warmed up. But we are looking for rain and heavy storms to move in again tomorrow night. Last weekend, if you remember right, we're supposed to all be wiped off the map, but that didn't happen, so I'm not real sure that we can really believe if it's going to be severe storms tomorrow night or not. I don't know. We'll wait and see. Guys, I see some people popping in. Fortunately, I'm driving, so I can't really look down on the phone and see who's there, but thank you for checking in, whoever you are. I greatly appreciate it. Maybe while I'm behind this tractor, I'll ease up just a little bit. Taylor, hope I'm got it right, Taylor, because buddy, I'm just glancing there, man. I don't know, but hello to you. Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate you checking out the channel. Looks like ham. Again, it's small. If I get it wrong, y'all forgive me, all right? But ham, how you doing? Appreciate you checking out the channel. Today we're just chit-chatting about hard-working folks. Hope y'all don't mind. So that's what we're chit-chatting about. People who have common sense and people who have book smarts. And how it is if you work a job and you do a good job at what you're doing, it's hard for you to get out of that slot because they don't want to move you, because then they'll have to hire someone else to replace you. And they know that that's going to cost them hours and money, so you'll probably be stuck where you're at for a while, right? Especially if it's a labor job. Like, for instance, my job, you have to have some computer skill, I mean, can you log on to a computer? Can you, you know, type yes, no on it, whatever. I'm talking basic stuff, okay? You have to keep up with a few things. It's not like, say, between the two of us is the brains. She's an HR person. So she's got a lot of stuff to do. So, where there's no way in hell I could do it. I could keep up with what she does. I couldn't get online and study and remember everything she remembers. I had to do the labor work, right? Well, that's what I've done my whole life. And if you do it, even to say, I mean, she might be able to move up because of the role that she's in. But somebody like me, maybe you, that's working hard every day and a job, they want to keep you there. That's where I'm at now. I'm trying to get out of the spot I'm in and move up to a different slot. Now that different slot still pertains to kind of the same thing I'm doing now. A little different. I have a little bit of room to learn something else. You know, different time of the day perhaps. But it's not the same old thing. I've been doing the same old thing for 5 years. I want to do something different. So I hit the boss man up on it yesterday. But you may have experienced the same identical thing. That's what I'm getting at. Like, you could be a roofer and you do a heck of a roofing job. And you say, hey boss, man, I've been doing roofing here for 5 years. I want to change, I don't know what, not construction, but let's just say I want to drive the bulldozer. I'll be a bulldozer man for a while. Boss is like, yeah, man, I don't know. Those other roofers would have to step it up. They have to step it up before I can let you move. You keep ball rolling. Well, why should you be punished? Stay where you're at. Because the other guys aren't stepping up. That makes sense? Have you heard that before? Yeah. Again, I see a lot of people on. It's just that I'm driving, so I can't look at it. I can't see your comments. Just thanks. Appreciate you hopping on while you're here. If you would please hit the thumbs up button, like, share it, comment, all that good stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to read your comments a little bit later on when I get to where I can stop. But at Mama's house today, and love going to see old Mama. If you got a mama still, you better be going and seeing her. We're not here forever. Go see your mama, even your daddy, parents, whatever, in general. Spent today over there, picked up a lot of limbs in her yard. Worked on her car. I mean, no, slacker sister. That's what I call my sister, slacker sister. And got her car going again. And worked on some stuff in her bathroom for her. Got her to Walmart. All that kind of stuff. So that's what we're doing. But while I was at Walmart, I picked me up a bone-in shoulder, baby. That's right, bone-in shoulder. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go home. We'll try this new seasoning. Season it up, let her set a while, let it start sweating a little bit, and then we're going to throw it on the old pellet smoker. We'll let her smoke for some hours, maybe. Oh, depending on what time we get it on there, we're probably pulling it off sometime in the morning, I would think. Have her ready for tomorrow, since it's going to rain. We'll be able to eat it. I don't know if you guys have ever tried anything on a pellet smoker, but, and all pellet smokers probably aren't the same, I would imagine. But I tell you what, I love mine. You put that meat on there, and you just walk away from it. Let that pellet smoker do its thing. It turns out golden brown, looks good. Now it's not going to be as good as, say, in a traditional pit where you throw the wood you're burning that's underneath it. That's going to obviously have a better flavor, but it turns out pretty good, actually. I'm going to try to sneak a peek at the screen real quick, guys. Oh man, Taylor Day's going good, buddy. Had fun at Mama's house. Something about cats are the best. I feel bad. My mom, I can't read it all, guys. I'm sorry if you feel bad. Best I could get out of that comment. I hope you get to feeling better. I believe it said cats on it. I hope you get to feeling better. We'll sell a pair for you. But yeah, I'm doing good today. I'm tired. Of course, working a lot of hours during the week. Don't get much sleep, so you know, I'm tired. But hey, it's beautiful outside. It's great. The family's doing good. They're all, as far as I know, healthy. So we're doing good. We're doing good. We're gonna go home. We're gonna play a little bit. I got to get my lawnmower jacked up. I got to get my blade sharpened and stuff because it's time to start cutting grass. Mama's grass is tall. I do mean it's tall. I didn't make it over to the last weekend because they said it was going to storm. And I get over there today and I was like, holy smokes. It's up to my freaking knees in some places. It's usually this time of year over there, you're looking at wild onions and stuff like that, but you can't let it just get real thick. You got to cut it. You know, I want mama having snakes and stuff around the place, so probably next weekend I'll be cutting grass over there. Summer's upon us. It's hard to believe it. Winter was short. We really didn't have that much winter here where I'm at in the south. I think we had like one hard cold spell. That was the 1st of January. We had that little snow. That's about it. It's mainly been like lows and you know, you're looking at 20s, but that's not that bad. It's not that cold compared to the people up north, Canada, Russia. I've talked to a lot of people on here that say, you know, they get like when it snows or it gets cold in those locations, it's freaking cold. We don't really have winters like those guys and gals do. I got a break, Lisa. Thank y'all. Y'all have a great day too. I greatly appreciate it. I'm driving in the sun. I can't really see. I wish I could look at the phone and talk to you, but you know how it is when you're driving. You should be eyes on the road. Eyes on the road. So, those of you that have been on the channel for a while, some of you look like you're new to the channel, so you may not know, but we have a dog, Simba. Been working with him, trying to train him, using the e-collar and stuff like that. Okay? Well, he's doing good with the e-collar, but I'm leaning more toward a traditional training him. And I'll tell you why. The other morning before I went to work, I had his e-collar on him because we just come back from the park. Now, he's got to where if we're at the park and we're walking or jogging or whatever, he wants to stay right next to my legs. Like he don't even want to move. I mean, he's tripping me up. He's so close to me, which is good. But he has gotten that way because of the e-collar. Because I trained him like to come to me or to turn. When I say the word turn, or I say Simba come, right? So now he thinks that he has to be close to me, or he will hear that bell go off on the e-collar. I don't use the shocking part of it, all that kind of stuff. I don't believe in shocking my dog or anything. The only way I do that is if he really got out of control and he was gonna bite somebody or something. Then of course I would have to do that. But all in all, we're just using the little thing. It just sounds like a bell or a whistle or something. So he's learned that when he hears that, Daddy means business. Well, the other morning before I went to work, we still had an e-collar on because we just come back from the park. We were learning Simba come, right? Well, we're at home and I got his little liver treat that he likes that he gets only when we're training because he loves this liver treat. It's a freeze-dried liver treat. He only gets that when we are working to train. And I had some of that and I had the e-collar on him, and I thought, well, these guys say, you know, hold it down, hold the button down, and say come to your dog, whatever, call the dog's name, and come or a command, and you don't let off of it until they come and give them the treat. That way they understand. Well, I did this. It scared Simba to death. Scared him to death. He took off in the house. I couldn't get him to come back outside. Worried me all day long. It hurt my heart. It worried me all day long. I thought, oh no, now he's afraid of me, right? He's scared. The next day, I said, well, we're going to work some more, but here at home, we're not going to work with no e-collar on this thing. It's going to be just traditional me and him, right? Long leash, treat, out in the yard. Now tell him to come to me, and if he does, he gets a treat, and I love on him, we play. So we did that morning before I went to work. He seemed to calm down a little bit. Well, the next day, I didn't have his leash on him at all. We were out there, and I was doing the Simba come business to him, right? He was funny. He would take off from the back of the yard. He would run all the way to the house through his doggy door. And I'm like, okay, he ain't gonna hear me this far from the house, and he's scared he ain't going to come. No. I yelled, Simba, come. He jumps from the doggy door over the steps, or back steps, that goes down into the yard. He leaps and he's hauling butt, running hard as he can back there, and skids up to me. It's the funniest thing. I give him his treat, and I love on him, tell him a good boy. He takes off running back to the house, and we do this like 4 or 5 different times to that doggy door. I thought it was their doggy door. He was having a good old time. A good old time. So I said, okay, then we can learn this without the e-collar, right? So that's what we're working on now. If I take him to the park, or if we go somewhere, he has his collar on, because you know he's aggressive. Nobody's gonna come around his mama. You know, Lord help the person that comes close to his mama. So I have to have the e-collar when we're out. He has that on. He knows, okay, I got to be a good boy. He doesn't try to tear the car up when he sees another dog or another person. Now, he'll get up and look at him or sniff, but he didn't like he used to try. I don't know how I have a back seat left in that Honda, literally. So we do that. But at home, we do our traditional training. He's doing good. But what I was getting at was, the wife, Joy, was trying, well, I apologize for this phone holder, guys. I've done everything to it. I got 2-sided sticky tape on it now, and it still won't hold. Don't buy those sticky phone holders to put on your vehicle, because it just doesn't hold your phone. I don't know what these other guys are using. This sure ain't what I got. My daughter, bless her heart, got it for me for Christmas. I love it to death. It ain't even sticking. But anyway, the wife, he wasn't minding her. He was running the fence line with the other dogs, the neighbor's dogs. So this e-collar we got, it come with a little whistle. I still haven't figured out why or what that's for, unless you're blowing the whistle and calling the dog and then hitting the e-collar or whatever. So I haven't figured out the whistle part. But she said, no, he wasn't minding me. Now, he didn't have the e-collar on now. Okay, this is at home. So she grabs that little whistle. She blows that whistle. She said he tucked tail. And he come back to that house when he heard that whistle. He's like, holy crap, mama means business. He heard that whistle. So that whistle must sound like the little bell or whistle that's on his e-collar to him. So when he heard that, he thought that his mama done got a hold of him, basically. She said he ran back to that house, which is funny. Which is good to know, though, because if we're out somewhere, I'll be sure that I'll have that whistle with me as well. And we'll start training with that whistle. I don't trust an e-collar. I know a lot of people do. To get your dog off the leash, Simba will never be off the leash. Never. Unless we're at home. He will never be off the leash. I have to trust that e-collar to get him back to me, I'm in trouble. If he takes off running and I'm yelling, he didn't come because he doesn't hear me or whatever, or he doesn't want to come, and I hit that button on the e-collar, it's just going to scare him, and he sure the heck ain't going to come back to me. Now, if any of you guys out there are using e-collars and you're training your animal and your dog and you're having good luck with it, well, leave me a comment below. Let me know. Have you tried it? Is it working for you? This is new for me and Simba. I've had this e-collar for a while. I just haven't been using it like a dummy because it has worked for certain things that we've done. But I think it's more of a don't do that kind of tool versus him coming back to me kind of tool. But yeah, if you have used the e-collar and you have a dog and you're training with it, if it's working good for you, let me know. I'd like to know in the comments. If you're with me, thumbs up, comment. Like I said, I can't see the comments right now, but we'll check them out a little bit later on. I go live sometimes just because to me it's, I don't know, it's more fun going live than it is trying to record something and post it. I do have my seat cover completely on the driver's side of my truck. If you go look at that video where I was trying to, make a fun about the wife allowed me country song. I got it one piece of a time and it be a dime. Well, yeah. Let's not make a joke that if I work 60 hours a week, I can have one piece of this seat cover because it comes in multiple pieces. It's not like one piece for this type truck because of the type truck. So we got the driver's side complete, back seat complete. Passenger side I don't have on yet. It takes a minute. You got to disassemble the freaking truck to put it on. I ain't never seen anything like it. Because of the seat belts being in the seat on this particular truck, yeah, that's a job. But it's Duck Unlimited. Very good seat covers. The quality's great. If you have a truck or a Bronco, whatever, that has these seats, captain seats that has these seat belts in the seat, and you're having a hard time finding covers, yes, go to Amazon. Mine are camo, Ducks Unlimited, it's the brand. Great quality, put together good, washable. You just take a rag and wipe these things down. It's amazing. I love them. I love this one I'm sitting on. Imagine the other one would be just as good, it's the same thing. So I'm excited to get that and I'll do that this weekend. I'll get that side on. That way I won't look totally stupid riding down the road with one seat cover. Well, guys, I've been on here for, I don't know, 45 minutes or so. Guess I'm going to hop off now. Almost home. A few minutes out. I just wanted to hop on and just say hi to whoever hops on the page. And those of you that have already subscribed, say hi to you. If you haven't subscribed, on there, you'll 187, 189 videos, you'll kind of see what my channel's about. We don't like have one little niche that we do. It's average life, okay? It's what an average person does. It ain't just working on a car, and that's all I do is a car video or tractors or whatever. You'll see us outside, we'll have a fire going, we'll cook something. We'll chit-chat like this here. I don't know, we'll just do different things. So it's just not a one niche kind of thing. It's the life of average Joe. We talk while I'm going to work sometimes, we talk on the way home sometimes, or we just do this here. We jump on, talk while I'm coming from my mama's house. Just to have some fun. I hope y'all have a safe weekend. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with me if you've hopped on here on this drive home. I greatly appreciate everyone who has subscribed, hit that like, who's left me a comment in the past. I don't care. I've had negative comments, and that's great. That's okay too, because you took time to watch at least a few minutes of the channel and left me a negative comment. You interacted with me. As long as it's not like something that's tremendously crazy or nasty or whatever, I'm okay with it. You know, I'll chat with anybody. All right, guys, tell a friend about us. Get out and enjoy yourself. Get outdoors if you possibly can. Enjoy some beautiful sunshine. It's good for you. That sun puts that vitamin D in you. It just helps clear your mind, right? I don't care if it's cutting grass or if it's walking in a park or training your dog or planting your flowers. Walk in the woods, whatever you can do. Spend some time outdoors. Don't sit underneath those video games all the time. I know my friends, they love those video games and they hang out at the house around those video games. That's okay. It's okay to play some video games, but you need to get outside. You got to get outside and get some of that sunshine. It's good for you. Good for you. I know it's good for me. It clears my mind some. Nothing ever clears your mind totally, right? It's just how life is today. But it helps you some, right? Helps you some. You need a little bit of help you can get nowadays in this day and time is awesome. Oh, I've been working on some software for my computer. OBS software is what it's called. I got to look into some more of it tonight. I got to watch more tutorials on it. But on my laptop, I can go live and record. I can use this OBS software. And you know how these guys on YouTube have their channel, but they have something where they're very small screen at the bottom, and then the rest of the screen they're showing you different things. Well, they're using stuff like OBS software. So I would try to figure this out. What I want to do is I want to like get into like showing you how to do some gardening work, right? Do some video on running the tiller, planting tomatoes, starting seeds, and then be able to go full screen and then just kind of do a tutorial over that. And you know, instead of me trying to hold a phone and do it, we just record the background, and then we'll be able to go on there and explain what we're doing live, and you can see it playing. I got all kinds of stuff in my head I want to do. We'll get there. We're going to get there one day. We've been doing this about 6 months, so we're kind of new at the game, but we're going to get there for sure. All right, here's the old Hassarindo. I got to get my dog out. He's already mad at me. It's pretty. We're going to probably do some yard work, and we got a butt to cook, and wife's probably going to want me to help her put out these solar lights I bought her. So until we speak again, people, thank you so much for those of you who hopped on. Hey, we got 6 likes. Thumbs up. Heck yeah. Okay, gamer. Get something to eat, man. Have a great year, buddy. All right. Miss Moser, how you doing? Good to see you. Sorry I couldn't see all the comments. I just now got home. But thanks for watching. Everybody who's still hanging in there, thank you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Yeah. So it looks like we got Taylor. We had Gamer on here. I believe we had someone, Cats was on here, if I'm not mistaken. Trying to scroll back through. You got Cats. Oh, tell your mom get better soon, okay? We'll say a prayer for her. All right, guys, my phone is hot, so I'm gonna jump off. I'll talk to y'all later. Average Joe 76. Y'all have a safe weekend.